All good, all good.
Okay, get moving.
Good. All right, so good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great morning. Let's get started with our 1 million cups presentation for the day. My name is George Bell, and I will be hosting today's presentation. So first, I'll talk just a little bit about the history of 1 million cups. Then we'll get into our presentation from our special guests at MXK Media, and then we will have our Q&A for the audience, and we'll go from here. So 1 million cups was created by the Kauffman Foundation. The purpose of this foundation works alongside educators, researchers, and other partners to better understand and improve the environment in which entrepreneurs start and grow businesses. The overall mission behind 1 million cups is to, again, not lower the barriers for access to education and resources for all entrepreneurs, but to surround ourselves by a community and environment that helps build ideas and get feedback for our businesses. One Million Cups started off in Kansas City as a small community thing in Kansas City and has now grown to 131 communities. So again, we'll have our presentation, which will be about 6 minutes, and then we will end off with a Q&A. So let's introduce our presenter for today, Kevin Branch from MXK Media. I'll go ahead and give you the ability to share your screen, and then we can pull your slides up, and we'll get started.
Awesome. Thank you so much, George.
Yeah.
All right. 1 second. Awesome. So first of all, I want to say thank you everybody for coming out today and taking the time to listen. Awesome. So yeah, my name is Kevin Branch. Thank you everybody for coming out today. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my company, MXK Media. And we are not a service, we are a solution. So a little bit about our company. We were started with the goal of providing real marketing services, values, and solutions to local services, to local businesses and service businesses alike. And MXK Media was co-founded by me, Kevin Branch, and my childhood best friend, Mac Damey, in July of last year. And we've been friends our entire life, and we kind of saw some similar interests, and we decided we wanted to start something bigger and wanted to see how far we could take it. So just a little brief explanation of our business model. We have our local piece, which is MXK Chico. It's fully focused, just here in Chico and in the surrounding areas. We do a lot of social media management for platforms like Instagram and Facebook. We also help local businesses design higher quality websites. We also do a lot of paid advertising, so Facebook ads, Google ads, and Instagram ads. And then in Chico specifically, we like to work with all different kind of businesses so we can build more foundational skills and continue to master our craft, helping businesses locally as well. And then we have our digital focus. We have a lead generation automation service where we combine this, our skills from paid advertising and some separate automation AI tools to hand deliver leads to service businesses. And this piece of our puzzle here is kind of more focused on long-term growth and scalability. So in the market, there are a lot of problems, especially when it comes to people, when it comes to marketing agencies in general. There's a really, really big lack of transparency in the space. And it always leads to a disconnect between agencies and their clients. There's never clear communication. And the marketing agencies most marketing agencies are just never straightforward with anything they do. And effective strategies, they're becoming very, very more difficult to come by. Finding an agency to trust with your money that you've worked very hard for is very, very hard. And almost every agency, they have the exact same offer. There's no agencies that really do it differently. So our solution is, one of our chief focuses is building long-term relationships with our clients. We believe that creating and retaining trust is always essential to success in the marketing business. We are committed to providing our clients the most effective plan for their dollar. And we want to make sure that every single dollar that they spend on advertising does not go to waste and that gets properly utilized. And we pride ourselves in being innovative. We're always building our service. We've been adapting to AI and trying to leverage that as much as we can because we don't want to fall behind the curve, and we want to keep up and make sure we're providing all of our clients with the most modern methods. So some of our strategies that we use to fulfill our services and solutions. Strategy number one, our approach starts with learning as much about our client as possible, ensuring we're able to represent them to their target audience the best we can. We like to build very, very detailed plans and action plans for our clients. And then we like to, of course, let them look over it and see it so they can build some confidence in us as well. Strategy number two, using our knowledge in building really effective ad campaigns. We focus on maximizing return on ad spend, and we like to book as many appointments for our clients as possible in our lead generation service. And for all of our clients in Chico, we like to get them as much exposure and engagement on all of their posts as possible. Strategy number three, following up on leads and keeping leads moving is our specialty. We use AI bots that are custom made for our clients to help improve conversion rates, speed up response times, and decrease workloads for all of our clients. So just a little bit of our explanation on our go-to-market strategies currently on the side of Chico things. On the side of Chico, we are reaching out to businesses, offering them free Instagram reels for the holidays. And we're going to go around, I think we have 5 shoots tomorrow in town, and we're just going to go in with cameras and film really good high quality Instagram reels for all of our businesses in town for no cost. And then we're going to, if it all goes well, the hope would be that we partner with them after to continue providing them with quality content. And we also like to leverage our referrals that we have here with current businesses that we are working with. We like to, of course, always when they refer us to somebody, that's a great way for us to get more exposure. And then on the side of our digital things, we offer free weekly webinars for service business owners. And we show them the systems that we use for free. And then we offer expert implication of these methods for a paid retainer. We also like to hire and work with a lot of appointment setters to help fill up those webinar classes to guarantee us a lot of different people coming in, and we can show them our amazing method that we've built. So just a little bit about how MXK Media has been involved in the community here in Chico. We're currently working with The Grill, Hotel Diamond, and have previously worked with AAA Properties to help them with their social media game, or they're helping filling some extra units that they had last year. I also won the Student Lightning Round at Grow Tech Fest this year, which was really awesome. And I also competed and got first place in the elevator pitch competition at the Center for Entrepreneurship. And then me and one of our other team members at MXK Chico, Jack, we spoke on the panel for the Center of Financial Excellence. Yeah, so thank you all for listening a little bit about MXK Media. This is a link to our website, and I'd love to hear all the questions anyone has in the audience. Thank you.
Great job.
Great job.
Okay, awesome. So let's get into some questions from our audience. You could either leave this up or we can just look at each other on the screen.
Okay. Would you rather have me leave it up or just stop the screen share?
You can stop the screen share.
Okay.
Right. Awesome.
So,
Yeah, looks like somebody on Zoom already has their hand up.
Okay, hello. If you're talking about me, look, I'm trying to do affiliate marketing with about ham radios and stuff like that. And I've got links basically just to Amazon at the moment.
Mhm.
And want to do stuff like Max Bounty and some other maybe higher percentage things. Do you guys do anything with that, like online stuff?
We haven't really been getting too involved in affiliate marketing. We like to kind of stick on the side of paid advertising and social media management, as that's stuff we've been doing for a very, very long time.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so how many people do you have doing appointment setting, Kevin?
Yeah. So on our digital side, we just brought on a team of 10 to do appointment setting to help fill up all of our webinars. And then in Chico locally, we just have me, Jack Melberg, and our friend Caden Fleming, who are helping us get those free shoots for the holidays, to kind of increase our exposure and hopefully work with more businesses here in town.
Awesome. Next question would be, how do you see yourself scaling? Is it going to be organic? And then also, this two-part question. When you say you have 10 people doing the outreach, is that like, are you leveraging Fiverr or are you leveraging some other cold calling? Let me know.
So in terms of scalability, one of the things that we have kind of in our favor is that we have a lot of experience in paid ads for our clients as well. So we are using paid ads to scale. We just started running our campaigns to fill up our webinars, and we've already been having good success with those. And then when it comes down to it, we're just going to keep upping that budget for that for those ad campaigns to keep bringing more audience into those webinars. And then the second part of your question was about the appointment setters. I found appointment setters just from Instagram, and I found a lot of highly motivated people who want an opportunity to work with us. We haven't really used Fiverr too much. I kind of like to work with people I already know a little bit, just because it makes it a little bit more comfortable for me, and I know that they're the right fit.
Right. That's fair. That's fair. Question on Zoom. Matt Myers.
Hey, Kevin. Great presentation. I also remember your presentation at GrowTech. Yeah, it was pretty great.
Thank you.
My question is what kind of success are you rates do you guys have for your clients with things like lead generation?
Yeah, so working in the space of lead generation, we've worked with a lot of different kind of companies. We've worked with pest control, window cleaners, electricians. I can give one example. When we worked with window cleaners, in the first month, they spent a total of $500 on ads, and we were able to book them 15 appointments. And that generated them over a 3x ROAS, a 3x return on their ad spend just in the first month alone. So we've been very, very successful with all of those campaigns and utilizing the AI to make sure that those leads do not go to waste.
Awesome. Thank you.
So I'm on your website, and what is the get started button supposed to lead you to? Because it just keeps leading me to the top of the page.
Oh, interesting. It should lead you to a Calendly extension where you can book a discovery call with one of our team members. Honestly, our website isn't super optimized, as we just recently started diving into that service niche and lead generation automation. We used to also offer press releases, so we have the ability to get a lot of different businesses featured in places like Forbes and Entrepreneur, and that's something we're kind of moving away from, and we're moving more into that lead generation and AI automation. So our website will get updated within the next week or so to be kind of just more fit for that, and then the local piece as well.
Okay. And then I had just random, but I went to a debt remover person who I noticed that he wasn't really present on social media, and that's kind of the way I was trying to do my research, was go through his Instagram or Facebook or his website. Are those the kind of people that like I would recommend, be like, oh, like he could revamp your Instagram for you? Kind of those, but I was like talking to him about you specifically, MXK Media, and he said that he was, because he's a debt remover and only one person does it, that he wasn't trying to get too big. but more interested in just revamping his Instagram so that and his website. Is that something that a service that you would be able to provide for him?
Yeah, of course, of course. Especially yeah, for anybody local, we'd love to help out as much as we can. We're really experienced in working in all kinds of budgets on projects. The cool thing about paid advertising and social media management is you can manage your budget to the correct outcome. So you can put in a certain amount of ads and then get the certain amount of appointments in exchange that only that certain amount that you can handle. So yeah, we're really experienced with all different kinds of budgets and all different kinds of services, but we could definitely help him out if he was interested.
Okay, I'll refer him. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kevin, I see that you have 3 different Instagram accounts for your company. Can you explain the reason for that? And then I didn't see anything about your holiday special, and I'm wondering why that you're not running that.
Yeah, so we just for the Instagram accounts, we have one Instagram account that is kind of the face per se. We're not actually too active on that Instagram as we don't really need to in general. A lot of our clients come in from those paid ads that we run and from referrals. So the main Instagram is just kind of there as a face to make sure we have one. The MXK Chico account is kind of our main focus at the moment when it comes to Instagram. We are going to start posting a lot more on there about that holiday promotion tomorrow, actually, when we go into our first 4 photo shoots in town. So we're going to kind of record the experience, get a picture with the owner of the business, and then we're going to start making content on the MXK Chico page regarding that holiday special.
Great. And you were talking about other marketing companies and the disconnect and the trust and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything to back that up as far as personal experience? You know, when you're saying that, because you're saying,
Yeah.
oh, those companies are, you know, okay, well,
Mm-hmm.
sure. Your fact check.
So a lot of our clients have shared experiences with us personally, especially after a few months of working with them and building a personal relationship. They kind of opened up and told us about bad experiences that they've had in the past with marketing agencies who charged upfront with no guarantee of any results. Which just puts a really weird imbalance on the relationship from the start, because it leaves the client just worrying, like, is my money going somewhere correct and all this, and then they don't even give them a plan or anything to kind of reinforce the methods that they're using. But yes, a lot of our clients have shared horror stories with other marketing agencies who have essentially taken their money with nothing in return.
Do you plan to keep the company here?
I'm actually planning on possibly moving out of country to Bali next year to kind of get more connected with a lot of entrepreneurs there. We will always have somebody working with us in Chico specifically because we do want to keep our ties very strong. But yes, in general, we are going to have people staying in Chico. We have Jack, a good friend of ours, who will be staying around. And then we should have a few other people that we bring onto the team over this coming semester.
May I ask a question? Okay. So Kevin, what was the emphasis for getting into this business? I mean, while you might have been entrepreneurial minded, you know, or done things with friends or, you know, started stuff in high school or whatever, what was the impetus for this? Like, what was the one thing that's, okay, that's what I'm going to try. And then, oh, I'm going to keep doing this. Can you tell us that story?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so since I was very young, I've always had the entrepreneur mindset. I've always wanted to have little side hustles and all that kind of stuff. I've done options trading. We've done mowing people's lawns, just everything. And I kind of saw an opportunity with a marketing company because it was something more real, right? I've always done the side hustles, and those were always they were cool. I was getting some money, but I wanted to do something really fulfilling and something that I could really put a lot of time into to grow. And I kind of thought that I've always had an interest in social media and kind of the back end of how it all works. And after trying this, I saw how much I really was passionate about it. And the same with my business partner. And since then, we've both just, I guess, fallen in love with the process, and we really, really love everything we do.
Okay, awesome. I will agree. This is just a comment, not a question. I was on the phone, I don't know, in the last week or two with an entrepreneur who had, I don't know that I need to tell the whole story, but it's The long story short is that I hear a lot from entrepreneurs that they work with someone under the premise of this, and this will be done, but only this and this get done. And then they're disappointed. And I'm like, well, what does your scope of work say? Right? So there's one thing to say what you're going to do, and there's another altogether to have it actually in writing. Right? And so one of these, there was the gentleman who needed there. He was talking about how his, he had hired someone for $2,000 a month and to build his website, manage his website, do his social media, and was supposed to also include lead generation, etc. Right? And he said after 6 months that they hadn't brought him any leads. And so I know a lot of digital marketing agencies, and a lot of them do not take on lead generation on purpose. And so I said, let's look at what your scope of work says, right? And then he sent it to me separate from that conversation. Sure enough, it says a lot of things, and they delivered on all of it.
Okay.
But it does not say lead generation. So I think that's a key. I think what you're learning from your doing your market research and talking to customers and things like that is that actually could be a really, really good niche.
Yes.
There's people who are saying, oh, well, we're going to do that. We're going to automate everything. But there needs to be more. Again, I think you're also finding that it has to have more of a personal touch. Right?
I completely agree. Yeah, I think that our whole process, when I say automated, I mean we do have to kind of build that whole system. And in the sense of the AI chatbot, it actually learns every time it has a conversation with people, and it carries over to other conversations. So over the time, as the ads get better, the chatbot will also grow, and it will become more of that personal, and it'll learn all the ins and outs of our client. And we think that this is really good in the sense of it also delays and it gets rid of all the work time. The delay between when like the secretary would have to reach out to that lead. And it's just going to be a little bit more effective in general. But I think that the overall niche of lead generation is going to hold strong, especially with all of the new innovation that's been coming to it. And that's why we really like to stay in this lead generation niche, and we want to scale it as much as we can.
Okay. Yeah, it was just more of a suggestion than an observation and suggestion than it was.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome.
I have a few questions. My first one is, have you had any big mistakes that you learned from while running MXK? Do you mind sharing those?
Yeah, a ton. Yeah, we started just by starting our LLC right away with no experience at all. And we wanted to just throw ourselves on the hot seat and perform as much as we could. One of the big errors that we had was dealing with Meta. Meta is notoriously known in the space to be very complex in the sense of they have Facebook, they have Instagram, they have Meta Business Center, they have 10 different account types, right? And we've gotten a bunch at the start. We got a lot of different advertising accounts banned on accident because there's just so many little details you had to follow between all three of the platforms to make those accounts successful. And one of the other, sorry?
This is through the paid advertising?
Yes, that's for paid advertising, but Meta is notoriously known for just having very, very weird policies. But the one mistake also I could say is just not communicating fast enough with the client. Whenever someone gives you money, obviously you want to always be quick. You want to be responding to their texts. You want to be talking to them. You want to be making sure that they feel comfortable working with you. And at the start, I feel like we were missing that just a little bit. And that caused that client and partner relationship to just not be as strong and sturdy, which I feel like if we had done that from the start, it would have given us even more of a solid foundation to work with.
Cool. Another question is, I believe I heard you say you do use paid ads for your own company, and since that's your specialty, what is that looking like your own ads, and are you gaining?
Yeah, so we're running those paid ads currently on Facebook, and we just started them a few days ago to help bring service business owners to our free webinars. A lot of business owners just do cold outreach to try to get leads, and we're going to try this free value method with those paid ads. So far, it's been 2 days of the ads running, and we've already had 5 signups for our webinar this Saturday, or coming up Sunday. So that's going to be really exciting. But I do feel like having paid ads for our company will be really, really good, because we can continue to master paid ads for ourselves and also continue to master them for our clients.
Nice. One more
Yeah, that's great.
question I have is, can you talk more about strategy number 3, where you talked about the AI bots? You brought it up a few times. I heard you say that it keeps learning. Is that each individual company has their own bot, or it's one bot in general that's placed for?
Yeah, so for our clients, we do make every single one of them a personalized chatbot built off of ChatGPT. When somebody for our clients sees the advertisements we make, so for example, a window cleaning company, when someone sees get $50 off your first window cleaning, and they click that little get offer button and they submit the little form that we have attached, that AI chatbot will get all that information sent right to it. And then a minute later, it will fill in the blanks and it will send them a personalized message. Hey, Ivan, are you interested in that window cleaning this week, right? And then it'll learn based on how you respond. And it'll slowly get more confident with all of its talking, and it'll learn the little details. And at the start, obviously, we have to step in a little bit, and we have manual access to respond as well and teach the AI things that it needs to know right away, to make sure that it delivers the correct information for our clients. And we also use AI to move that information and to move that lead after the chatbot closed it to the client's calendar directly. So it essentially hand delivers them the lead through the pipeline, and puts it right onto their calendar, fully automated.
And do you create any kind of report at the end of the month or quarterly for your clients? Okay.
It's clients can actually pick. So we have a bi-weekly report system, and we have a monthly report system. So it really just depends on the comfortability they have with us right away. But we can do either, just depending on what they like. We prefer to do monthly because it's just a little easier to budget on terms of months and to group results on terms of months. But yes, we do send reports to clients as often as they would like them.
Nice. Impressed.
Yeah, good job, Kevin. It's not easy. It's not easy to start a business as a student. So
Yes.
how much more time do you have in school?
I think I'm just gonna have 2 more years after this for my bachelor's. And then I think I gotta see what my education is gonna lead me from there. But I think my plan for next year is to switch fully remote, switch to Chico online, and to move out of the country to Bali, hopefully, and continue my education there.
Sounds fun.
Why Bali?
Yeah.
More info on those. Someone asked about the info on the webinars in the chat. Let me see. We do have a landing page. I can grab the link for you. 1 second.
Is it you presenting? Do you have a presenter presenting at this webinar? Just building off the.
Yes, so my partner Mac will be the one at the webinars doing all the presentation. Yeah, and he'll be explaining everything we do in depth. Yeah, let me grab that link for you, Matt Myers, and I can send it in the chat.
Hey, while you're getting that, Kevin, I just wanted to say, you're a great presenter. You instill a lot of confidence. You've already got me kind of eyeballing some of your services for my startup. So great job. One thing, if you do plan on leaving, I imagine a lot of people are going to build a lot of trust in you personally. So you're definitely going to want to make sure that it's handed down. Not to say, I don't know anything about your partners, but like I said, I mean, you're very good at presenting. You're a great speaker. I can already tell you build trust pretty well. So, just if you do plan on leaving, it'd be hopefully the people that take over can do the same thing.
Yeah, thank you. That's really good advice. When I am leaving, I'll still be there in the sense of I'll still be helping out on all the client projects. I do agree though that, yeah, handing down that relationship and that trust to somebody else who's qualified is a very good idea.
Kevin, there's a young professionals organization that's connected with the Chico Chamber of Commerce. That might be something you might want to tap into.
I did go to one of the meetings actually already.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, it was great. We met a lot of cool people. That's where we met Eva actually, and Megan from the Chamber of Commerce as well.
Oh, you're kidding, that's hilarious.
No, yeah, you reached out. You need to go this way.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Is there another,
Yeah,
Ken, go ahead,
Oh, go
Ken.
ahead, Ken.
You said you early on you worked with press releases,
Mhm.
and you've given that up. Is there any reason for that, or?
Yeah, in a lot of people, there's just better ways, in my opinion, now, in the modern age to spend your advertising budget. A lot of people, the value in press releases comes from the social proof. It's undeniable. It's like a Forbes article. It's undeniable social proof. And it also gives you really good like search results and SEO. But I feel like it's a lot harder to sell that service for us personally. And we've just not had as much success in that specific niche compared to our other niches. So we decided to kind of just slowly move away from it and focus on the things we know we're the best at.
So it's a hard sell in addition to.
Yeah, it's especially to the target market we already work with. Press releases are a lot better fit for coaches, consultants, lawyers, and that kind of space.
Is it black?
No, I just noticed.
Thank you, Ken.
No, I was just, sorry, I was just because I do all of our press releases for Chico Start and Grow Tech, right? So, and I totally get what you're saying because you're in a niche
Mhm.
media and the thoughts and all that kind of stuff. But press releases in a town like Chico is still important.
Mhm.
Believe it or not.
Yeah, you know, just for a local town our size and everything, it's
Mhm.
not a bad idea.
Yeah, definitely.
And it doesn't take that long, especially with
Mhm.
ChatGPT.
Right. So if you're doing it for your own business, right,
Yeah.
remember, it's free, right? Like you're writing it and you're sending it out.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Um,
it's money, but
So yeah, so for the press releases specifically, whenever someone reaches out to us interested in a press release, we actually have direct author and publisher connects at every single one of the publishers that we have. And through them, they actually write all of the stories for the client. And then they send them back and we get edited. It gets edited by the client and then it gets sent back and then published right through the authors.
Where's it getting published to? I'm talking about local media. I'm talking like basic, like Chico.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about AAA properties, I know who they are, you know, that kind of thing locally.
The stuff that we've been involved in with press releases hasn't been as many local places. It's been a lot of bigger publishers. We had access to all the way from Daily Silicon Valley all the way to Forbes in 5 different countries. And we've gotten 3 people in Forbes. We've gotten 4 people in Daily Silicon Valley. And that's been really, really successful for us in terms of that. But we just don't really target that market of consultants and coaches anymore for press releases. Mhm.
I mean, you're not a public relations firm, you're a,
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
that's
just saying, if they asked, I would tell them, yes, it is important locally to
Locally, yeah, super, super important.
somebody in their office if they're, you know, doing, I mean, little to big things in a community like this, ribbon cuttings and things like that, so.
I have 2 more questions now. Ask about your biggest mistake. What's been your biggest win in MXK so far?
That's a great question. We had 1 week this year in July where we closed 5 clients in 2 days. And I don't think there was ever a time period where I was more happy. So it just felt really good to see everything paying off, especially after our first 6 months, we didn't get any clients. We sent out cold DMs and we just struggled. And at that breakthrough, just seeing that breakthrough all come together, it showed me that my hard work was paying off and I was on a dopamine high for 5 days.
That's cool.
Awesome, bro.
That's awesome.
One more question. Besides the being more remote and working in a foreign country, in a year, what else do you see in MXK or what else? Clients like.
Yeah, so this is a little crazy, but we want to turn MXK, we want to have a real estate piece of our company sometime in the next year and a half. The goal of going and moving out of the country is going to be, number one, it's really, really affordable, and it's going to be a really good time. And the second goal is that we're going to be able to save a good 80% of our total income. And after 5 years or so of moving around from different countries, we're going to come back and start a real estate empire, hopefully here in the US again. And that would be really, really cool because that's something I've always wanted to get into. And I know that that is really, really sustainable as well.
Awesome.
Great plan.
Thank you.
Do we have any other questions? Any more? Okay. Well, I just want to say, Kevin, that was fantastic presentation. Very inspiring, and it's great to see just the local community of Chico, coming together and finding out ways to further help each other grow our businesses.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
So before we get out of here, we'll kind of get into just a short goodbye. Again, my name is George Bell. I just want to thank Eva, our host for today's 1 Million Cups. Also, I would like to thank our sponsors, Chico Start, Road Tech, Global Entrepreneur Network, T-Bar, Build.com, Start Grind, and Stobel Coffee for supporting 1 Million Cups here in Chico. Just a few things kind of just going on around here that I just want to mention. Feel free to check out our YouTube at Chico Start YouTube. And we have Grow Tech Fest 2023 podcast going up. We had Grow Tech Fest not too long ago. We have all of the podcasts up from a whole bunch of different entrepreneurs. So if I was you, I would go give that a look. Also, today we have at Butte College is the Grow and Manufacturing Expo at 10 o'clock to 3. Might still be enough time to get over there if that's something that you would like to do for the day. Of course, check out ChicoStart.com to see any other stuff that we have going on, as well as you can check out 1 Million Cups /Chico to be able to have your own chance to sign up and hopefully present in the future. Quick quote before we get out of here: luck is being prepared at all times. So when the door opens, you're ready. Okay. I think Kevin was ready today. So thank you again, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Evan, just one more thing. As George was saying, there's I don't know, 100 and something chapters of 1 Million Cups.
131.
There's one in the last count. There's a Sacramento chapter, which you can imagine is, bigger than ours. We're Chico.
Right.
We would highly recommend that you apply for that and do your presentation down there. It's good practice. It's great visibility.
Yeah.
There's some great entrepreneurs and
they will pepper you with questions.
It'll be really good.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. I will definitely look into that. That sounds great as well.